What do we do?
You got a new snow machine?
Yeah, we did. There it is. Woohoo! What did we sell?
Well, you sold your snow machine.
Which one?
The Puma.
Yeah, the Puma, baby. The 340. And which one is, what kind of sled is this?
Arctic Cat
Mm-hmm.
M8.
What kind?
M8.
M8, baby. 800 cc's of Fury. And it's a what year?
2010.
2010. As you can see, it's cold in here because my idiot self left the garage open when we went to go get it. And did she advertise this thing as running or not running?
Not running.
So we found this thing, it popped up online yesterday. The guy was scheduled to come look at the Puma. I thought, all right, if the Puma sells, I'll take the money and go look at this sled. The woman wanted $2,000. She said 2010 Arctic Cat M8 has 1,300 miles, gauges don't work, hasn't run since April, won't start. I was like, okay, that's my kind of sled. $2,000 seems a little steep. If you look it up, these sleds go for 2,500. Current market, probably $3,000, no questions asked. Clean said probably 3,500 bucks in Alaska because everything gets the Alaska tax. So this sled sat for a while. Yep. My buddy Chase, as you guys have seen riding his Skidoos in a couple videos, he had a sled just like this, and we're gonna dump some meat in this, and then probably drain this out tomorrow. Put some fresh gas in it, some octane booster. Just bring it back to the way it's supposed to be. It's pretty ugly right now. But sorry, back to the Chase story. Chase said we should go look at it together because we went out riding. As you saw, put the new video up. Sorry about the GoPro angle, but we're getting better every day. Took the M8, the 13 M8 out, ripped around, and we're good to go. Ready to go to Summit on Sunday. But Chase said we should go look at this sled together. Always great to have a second set of eyes because he had one, and his sled looked exactly the same. White hood, orange accents, but it didn't have this ugly wrap on it. I think this sled's probably gonna get a black hood if I can track one down for cheap. But steering seems super tight. So we showed up to the house, and the lady was selling. Here, take my props. Here for you. The woman was selling it, which is not to be sexist, interesting to me, and sometimes good because, in my experience, it seems like some individuals don't know what they have. We got there, and Chase said he knew the woman. And he actually went there and looked at a truck for sale. I thought, what kind of truck? Was it a white Dodge? He said, yes. I actually inquired about that truck as well, but she ended up selling it. And the reason she was selling this is she and her husband were getting divorced. And I thought, $2,000, okay, interesting. And I think what happened was the ignition has issues. It was pop the hood and look inside, I'll show you later. It wouldn't. I think when she was turning the key, she was just turning the whole ignition over. I showed up in front of her, pulled on the rope one time and the thing fired up and her face lit up because I kind of just screwed myself out of some money. I thought, all right, I'm gonna walk away with this thing for 1,500 bucks, get it home and check the compression before we take it home. But figured, it's a nice clean M8. She said it ran when it was parked. Maybe I'll get away with it for 1,500 bucks. But at that point, she was ecstatic. I was very upset. Chase is like, shit, we're not getting this thing for cheap anymore. So she was actually pretty cool. I was so excited that it was running, but she said, I'll stand true on the $2,000. So she did, and we loaded it up, rode it in the back of the truck, and here it is. So I think with some good tinkering, it could be a good $4,000 sled maybe. It's pretty new, super low miles. The gauges don't work, the hood's cracked. Ski seems super tight, suspension seems super tight. There's a couple weird things going on in the hood, like the hood latch is disconnected. It's got this ugly wrap that I'll peel off once it actually, can't see your breath in here. Tomorrow when it'll warm up, we will check the track, make sure there's nothing weird going on, check the track tension, change the chain case oil on the diamond drive, put a new set of plugs in, just do a compression test for shits and gigs. What else do we want to do? Actually got a list going. Yeah. Coolant level. I topped off the oil, but we'll drain the fuel. We'll put some fresh 90. That's the best they have in Alaska. In it tomorrow, and put some octane booster, some clots in there. But seems like it'll be a fun, good project. And to pick this up for $2,000 for a driving sled after selling the Puma for $1,600 seems like a pretty sweet deal to me. So I think black hood with some OG M8 decals, tear the ugly wrap off, and just keep the black and orange spooky season Halloween theme. What do you think?
Yeah. Down.
What else should we do? You're just mad because Fancy Nancy's parked outside right now. Alright, we'll start the video off in the morning.
Actual monitor is pretty good, but looking for any moisture, but there's not like.
Come here. Hi, what are we doing? Taking the wrap off? Blech. Disgusting. Finally coming off. We got the matching wrap that was on this side off. It's already off the other side. Definitely gonna need some new hand grips. I don't know what this was. Might have been a light bar or maybe some, what are those called? Bark busters. Kind of messing with some stripped hardware. So, got those off partially. Got the gauges out as you saw. Got it in a bag of rice. I'm gonna pick up a new gauge cluster tonight from a guy in town who's got one for $35. So, it'd be nice to see, you know, to have idiot lights and be able to see temperature, fuel, and, you know, low oil. Not fuel, what is it? Temperature. Oakley, come here. It's a temperature, oh, headlights, high beams. And be able to, I want to fix the other cluster. I wouldn't care, but the one that this guy's selling me has like almost 6,000 miles. So I want to get that cluster to work at least long enough where I can plug it in and see how many miles this sled has. The woman said it had 1,300, which would be incredible. The sled, it just feels very new. Doesn't feel super worn out. So I wouldn't be surprised if it had relatively low mileage. But without further ado, we're going to continue to keep pulling the wrap off. And stop licking everything. This place is a mess, but we got all the ugly wrap off. Back to OEM, baby. Almost. Just need some hood decals and a hood that doesn't have a huge gash in it, but we'll see how that goes. I think we gotta peel that sucker off since it no longer has a wrap. The Hello's Arctic Heat by Design. Arctic. No, thank you. Not a fan of random. I put the wrap on the garbage can that came off the side. This side panel here, little exhaust cover. The fastest trash can around, baby. What is that?